recovery crew. So, I'm on a train from Mobile, Alabama, headed to Los Angeles, California. Then I have a layover in Los Angeles, California. And I go up the coast to Seattle. When I get to Seattle, I'm going to start the next phase of the Redeeming Eden Cycle Tour, which is the Redeeming Eden Coast to Coast Cycle Tour. Now, this one I'm hoping to be able to complete by November. It's going to be 6,000 miles of bicycling. I'm not sure how long of a train ride. I want to say it's about 3,000 miles by train. And then a good 1,000 miles by car to get back home when I'm done. So I've been putting together a lot of plans and trying to get things ready for this new part of my trip. I know that we finished off in Florida and I did some home rides. However, I was going to go on my bicycle from Maine to Key West, and Maine is still closed down because of COVID. And so one thing I found out when I came home because of COVID was that you were still allowed to ride your bicycle, you were still allowed to get food, you were still allowed to go to the gas station. All the things that are really necessary for survival out on a bike trip were still open, even inside of the pandemic, as long as you wear a mask and those kind of things, which I do. And so I started praying about, kind of what to do, how to make it work. With Maine still being closed from the virus, I had to kind of recalculate what I was going to do. So I prayed about it and ended up coming up with a bicycle trip from Seattle up and north and west to the Pacific coast, down to Astoria, Oregon, where I'll start the Adventure Trail Association's Trans-America Trail. Now this trail is paved roads, goes through no major cities, and it crosses the United States from Astoria, Oregon to Yorktown, Virginia. Then when I get to Yorktown, Virginia, my plan is to bicycle down the Atlantic coast back to Fort Myers and then down to Key West. I'm headed back to Fort Myers to meet up with my Ends of the Earth cycling friends again. And I'll only be able to do it if everything lines up, as far as, school opening back up for my children to be in public school. Just several other things that are crucial to being able to continue from Yorktown down to Key West. But currently, as it stands, most definitely, I am going to cycle from Seattle to Oregon, and then Oregon to Yorktown, Virginia. The Astoria, Oregon to Yorktown, Virginia trail is 4,226 miles. And if you add the other 700 to 800 that I'm going to getting there, that's a 5,000 mile bike ride. Then if I go to Key West, that'll be 6,000 miles on my bicycle by hopefully November. I hopped on a train. My wife took me to the New Orleans Union Station train depot, where I got on an Amtrack train. And I spent yesterday just kind of meditating and studying and praying. And so this is my first day back to daily vlogs, assuming that I have internet connectivity when I post. One thing I'm running into is no data connection. And so other than that, some videos may post, like 3 or 4 may post on one day. When I finally get back to connectivity, I don't really know how this part's going to work. But I am going to continue to make and create daily vlogs and post them as soon as I possibly can. Right now, as you see in the background, that's the United States. In front of us is Mexico. That dirt road that you see on the hill is the border to Mexico. So I woke up this morning on the train to Mexico out my window, which I thought was pretty neat. But yeah, so eventually about 3,000 miles of a train trip from Mobile by car to New Orleans, then train from New Orleans to Los Angeles, then Amtrack from Los Angeles to Seattle, then bicycle from Seattle to Oregon, bicycle from Oregon to Yorktown, bicycle from Yorktown to Key West, where my wife and kids will meet me for Thanksgiving for vacation, and then I'll ride home in the car. So this trip should entirely circle a very large portion of the United States, and I'll be posting maps and all that kind of stuff like I did last time, of where I am, what I'm doing, and those kind of things. The main thing is I need you guys' support. I need you to like the videos. I need you to share the videos. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just kind of let people know what I'm out here doing. It's a ride for addiction recovery awareness. Nothing has changed. I still plan to meet, look at that. I still plan to meet as many people as I can and share the love of Jesus with them, as many addicted as I can, and tell them that there's a way out of their addiction. You know, there's so many places that are available. Celebrate Recovery, churches, rescue missions. You know, it just doesn't have to stop with addiction. Life doesn't have to stop with addiction. I have now at this point lost 7 people that I know personally this year in 2020 from overdose, and it's got to stop. I understand that the drugs aren't going to go anywhere. Man's always going to find a way to make something that his flesh craves. But my main concern is just letting people know that you don't have to continue with that to death. That there is a way to live a life, a more abundant life, through Jesus, and that, you know, the devil's the one coming to steal, kill, and destroy. It seems like all fun and games doing the drugs, but it's really destroying your life and the lives of everyone around you. And so there is hope, there is Jesus, and there is now a Redeeming Eden Coast to Coast cycle tour. So thank you, original Get Wrecked for Recovery crew, for watching these videos, and tell people about it. You know, let people know what I'm out here doing for the kingdom. It's not for me, it's for Jesus. This is all to bring God glory. You know, Matthew, it says, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. And it's only Christ in me, living his life through me, making this possible. So many more amazing stories that you'll hear on this trip. My GoPro battery died. But what I was saying is, I had a train ride yesterday from New Orleans to this morning. I woke up at the Texas-Mexico border. I'll continue on this train, which is the Sunset Limited with Amtrack, to Los Angeles. I'll be there tomorrow, which is Wednesday morning. I'll have a 5-hour layover in Los Angeles. And then when I leave Los Angeles on the Coast Starlight train through Amtrack, I'll be in Seattle Thursday night at around 8 o'clock, where I'm going to stay at the Green Tortoise Hostel. So I'm excited to post some videos of what that's going to be like. Either way, more video to come today. Until then, as usual, I love you guys, and I'll see you later.